Hello beautiful people, welcome to the channel. Reverend Debbie here, hope you're doing well. Welcome to part 5 of my expose on Andrew Tate. I am reading from an article that broke in the Daily Mail on the 22nd of September and was updated on the 23rd of September. And all of this information is online and is available. So you can go and have a look. What I'm doing is, from the information that these women have given to Jamie and Matt, who are the reporters who actually, reported all of this information out to the public through a documentary that they're releasing through the BBC. And of course, this is an article from the Daily Mail. And I am giving my own take on what these men do to entice, coerce, and manipulate women into becoming their sexual slaves, basically. So yesterday we ended off with, they were constantly on the phones to other members of the war room discussing other girls. And the war room is this sort of upper echelon of Tate's cultists who pay a huge amount of money to be in the war room. And they are now learning the intricate details of how to treat women. And it's absolutely despicable, because as far as I'm concerned, that is illegal, and you just don't treat women like that. This is grooming. This is human trafficking. This is rape of minors. And these are all allegations that have been made against them. The court case, it's not gone to court yet. The Tates are still under house arrest in Romania and will remain so until they do go to court. And then once the Romanian court's finished, they're going to be extradited back here to the UK, where they will be further tried. So we asked Amelia, this is Amelia that we're talking about now, if she had any idea how up Ryan and Eric might be in the war room, or whether they were just paying customers. Amanda told us pretty high up, I think. Ryan would talk about how he was a master at this webcamming, and he taught other men how to do it. Ryan had loads of pictures of him and Andrew together. If you asked him, he was like his best friend or one of his brothers. And I think Tate's probably got a lot of best friends or brothers that are not really best friends or brothers. Because Tate, being a narcissist, probably sees himself as above everybody else, even above his own brother. So his brother is just sort of tagging along for the ride. He's coerced his brother. After some initial hesitancy, Amanda told us more about her... Sorry, Amanda, not Amelia. Amelia was the previous one. Amanda told us more about her abusers, referring us to the Instagram account of Ryan, real name Jonathan. This identified him as a former US Air Force pilot who described himself as a builder of men, master of logistics, weaver of legends, craftsman of dreams. His account had an emoji of a bicep and a wad of dollars. Who do they think they are? And he worked as an Air Force pilot, which is even more terrifying. We knew him as Money Pilot, one of the war room's most senior generals. Our suspicions were confirmed. If the war room was teaching men Tate's methodology of misleading and recruiting women for online sex work, it could be one of the largest grooming networks in the world. Think about that. Think about that. This needs to end, because it is just going to roll and roll and roll and become more and more entrenched in society until it becomes acceptable. And it's not acceptable. How far it reached was demonstrated when we were contacted by 22-year-old Maria from Argentina. I said there was a South American lady in there somewhere. She too fell for a cute guy who lured her into a relationship and then suggested making a page for her on the OnlyFans website, from which they could both make money. She began making content, but she never controlled the account or knew the password. And she wasn't allowed to keep any of the money, all of which smacks of the Andrew Tate playbook. She alleges the man became increasingly controlling and was sometimes violent. I remember not being able to see my friends, not being able to go out to parties or even the park. And again, this is narcissistic behavior. This is how they will isolate you. They will force you to work for them. You belong to them. They are making you a belonging, part of them, and you are not allowed to break that, because if you do, they're going to hurt you. Maria sent us a photo of the man from his Instagram account, showing him next to Tate at a high-end restaurant. He was also a member of the War Room, and he took her to a War Room event at a luxury penthouse in Buenos Aires, where he met where men, in their 30s and 40s were all accompanied by young women like her in their late teens and early 20s. This is paedophilia. This is a type of paedophilia. These older men wanting younger women. What is wrong with women of their own age? Women of their own age are too intelligent. Women of their own age won't fall for that. Get the girl while she's young so that we can manipulate her and control her and mold her like a piece of plasticine into whatever we want her to do. That's why they choose younger women, because younger women are less mature and perhaps more naive. I know I was when I was with my first abuser. She was led to believe that the War Room was a positive thing, a club where men could hang out and network with like-minded individuals. But as she came to find out more about Tate, and as the relationship became more abusive, she broke off contact. But through us, she wanted the world to know what the men of the War Room were being taught by Tate. They find a woman and try to make her fall in love with them. And once they are in love and they have control over this person, they use it for their own profit. Exactly as I said, this is coercive control. It is manipulation of the person. I love you. No, I hate you. I love you. No, I hate you. Don't worry, I won't do that again. Oh, I love you. I'm sorry. This constant trauma bonding to this person. But through us, she wanted the world to know what the men of the War Room were being taught by Tate. They find a woman and try to make her fall in love with them. And once they're in love with them, they have control over this person. They use it for their profit. It's all about money. They don't care about how the women feel. They don't care about what the women experience. They don't care that they are physically abusing these women or trafficking them. All they care about at the end of the day is the money so that they can drive their Bugattis, which really, who cares? It's a car. It's an extension of their little man, who probably is little, so they drive these fancy cars. This is known psychology. The man will make up for it with something else. So in a footnote here, March 2024, Bedfordshire Police Force announced they were investigating the Tate brothers for alleged crimes of sexual aggression between 2012 and 2015 in the UK. The alleged victims of this investigation are new, the alleged crimes previously unheard of. So we don't know who they are, and I doubt that they are the people from this. The Romanian authorities have approved the extradition of the Tate brothers pending the conclusion of their trial there, meaning they will eventually have to face court in the UK. Yay! Can't wait for that. Hope it's televised. It probably won't be because it's the UK. So that's the end of the article. And this is just horrendous that people follow these men, they're not men, they're predators. They follow them and they want to be like them. I've been called a liberal do-gooder. I'd rather be a do-gooder than a do-hater. That's my own ethics there. I'd rather be a do-gooder than a do-hater. And yeah, I am a do-gooder. Liberal, yeah, more than liberal, socialist. But anyway, that's just my political stance on things. What I do believe in is love, happiness and joy for all. And that includes men and women. So if men are doing this kind of thing now, what are they going to be doing? Well, boys especially, these young boys, what are they going to be doing in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time? We're going back to Gilead. Anybody who has seen Handmaid's Tale, who has read Margaret Atwood's books, will know what Gilead is all about. But basically, it seems to me that there are many men, alpha males, who want to control women, who want them to be their slaves, who want to go back to a time when women didn't work and women did what they were told. Well, we're not going back. We're not doing that anymore. We know ourselves. We have fought hard for our vote. We have fought hard for our jobs, for our homes, for the money we have in our bank accounts. We have fought every step of the way. We are not privileged like men. We don't have male privilege. I hope you guys have really learned something from this, and I'd love to know your thoughts and, you know, comments below. And if you are a tater-totter or an incel, go for it. I love having arguments. However, if there's too many comments, I'm not going to be able to get back to you also by saying, oh, you're not getting back to me. It's not that I'm not getting back to you. It's that I actually have a life. If you've enjoyed the video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you next time. Blessed be.